Welcome back to the class, students. So yesterday we studied about the rusting of iron, what actually rusting of iron is, and after that we studied about various methods by which we can prevent our iron articles from rusting. We studied a lot of methods like oiling and greasing, painting, galvanizing, where we are coating our materials with the thin layer of zinc. Zinc is such metal which doesn't get corroded when it is exposed to the moist air. Then we also studied about the electroplating, where we were using the coating of corrosion resistant metals such as nickel and chromium. And after that we studied about the alloys. Alloying is a method of mixing the metals. Alloying क्यों करते हैं हम? ताकि हमारे पास metals के अंदर अलग अलग properties हो, for using different properties of different metals. Like the stainless steel, it is made by mixing iron with the nickel and chromium. So we are having two properties. Iron is having property of strongativity. It is very strong metal. On the other hand, we are having nickel and chromium as the corrosion resistant metals. तो हमारे पास जो stainless steel बनता है, that is having both the properties. Iron, if we are talking about the iron, it is not corrosion resistant, but it is strong. On the other hand, when we will be talking about the nickel and chromium, that these metals are not that strong. They are less strong than the iron metal, but they are corrosion resistant. So by alloying, how we are taking advantage? We are simply mixing the two metals and the resulted metal is having both the properties. अब stainless steel जो बना है उसके अंदर strong characteristics भी हैं. That means the stainless steel is strong and also it is having corrosion resistant property. Okay, and at last we studied about the tinning. Tinning में हम लोग कौन से metal को use करते हैं? Tin metal को use करते हैं. So while we are studying the rusting of iron, we studied the necessities for rusting of iron. The necessities were presence of oxygen or presence of air, and second one was presence of water, that means moisture. So let me show you an activity with which we can check that rusting of iron actually requires both the things. Here we are having the activity with the aim to show that rusting of iron requires both the oxygen as well as water. The materials required here will be 3 wide-mouthed test tubes, iron nails, boiled water, tap water, anhydrous calcium chloride, that should be moisture free, vegetable oil and some rubber stoppers. Now what you have to do is take 3 test tubes and label them 1, 2 and 3 and place a few clean iron nails in each of them. Now add a small amount of anhydrous calcium chloride, which is the dehydrating agent, to dry the air in test tube number 1. Pour some boiled distilled water to remove the dissolved oxygen in the test tube number 2 and some vegetable oil above it to keep out the air. In test tube number 3, pour a small amount of tap water and cover all the 3 test tubes using the rubber stoppers. Now keep them undisturbed for 3 to 4 days. What you will observe? You will observe that the nails in test tube number 1 and 2 have not rusted, while in the test tube 3 the nails have been rusted. Why? Since test tube number 1 and 2 did not have any moisture or oxygen content, there was no rusting in both these test tubes, while both of them were present in the test tube number 3, so the nails got rusted, and this proves that both the oxygen and water are essential for rusting. See what you have to do in this activity. Basically you have to take 3 test tubes. 3 test tubes लेनी है. तीनों test tubes में आपको iron nails add करनी है. Why we are adding the iron nails? Because we are testing rusting on the iron only. तो हमें iron के objects तीनों test tube में डाल देनी है. After that we will be adding certain materials in the 3 test tube जिससे हम लोग ये पता लगा सके कि रस्टिंग किस टेस्ट ट्यूब में होगी। किसी टेस्ट ट्यूब में हम ऑक्सीजन का कंटेंट माइनस कर देंगे, किसी टेस्ट ट्यूब में से हम वाटर का कंटेंट माइनस कर देंगे। हाउ विल डू दिस? पहली टेस्ट ट्यूब में देखो आपको क्या डालना है। यू हैव एडेड iron nails in all the 3 test tubes. In the first test tube, you have to add the calcium chloride. Calcium chloride is what? Calcium chloride is a salt containing calcium and chlorine. Now you have to add anhydrous calcium chloride. Anhydrous मतलब that should be moisture free. अगर मैं बोलती hydrated calcium chloride, hydrated का मतलब होता है उसके अंदर water content added है, water भी है उसमें। जैसे रस्ट के बारे में आपने यही पढ़ा था ना, दैट इज हाइड्रेटेड आयरन ऑक्साइड, उसके अंदर वाटर कंटेंट भी होता है। बट हियर वी आर टॉकिंग anhydrous moisture, that is moisture free anhydrous calcium chloride. Now this calcium chloride is such a salt which is dehydrating agent. Dehydrating agent कौन सा होता है? Dehydration means removal of water. डिहाइड्रेशन करना मतलब किसी भी मटेरियल में से या सब्सटेंस में से वाटर निकाल लेना, दैट इज डिहाइड्रेशन। तो जैसे ही आप आयरन नेल्स के अंदर कैल्शियम क्लोराइड डालोगे तो अगर वहां पर थोड़ा बहुत भी मॉइस्चर कंटेंट होगा वो क्या हो जाएगा? एब्जॉर्ब हो जाएगा। दैट विल डिहाइड्रेट दैट टेस्ट ट्यूब। वहां पर कोई कंटेंट नहीं है। सेकेंड टेस्ट ट्यूब में आप क्या डालोगे? सेकेंड टेस्ट ट्यूब में आपको डालना है वेजिटेबल ऑयल। सेकेंड टेस्ट ट्यूब में पहले आपको बॉइल्ड वाटर डालना है और बॉइल्ड वाटर डालने के बाद आपको उसमें डालना है वेजिटेबल ऑयल। व्हाई यू आर डूइंग दिस? जैसे ही आप उसके अंदर बॉइल्ड डिस्टिल्ड वाटर डालोगे तो उसके अंदर अगर कोई डिसॉल्व्ड ऑक्सीजन होगा तो वो रिमूव हो जाएगा। आफ्टर दैट डिसॉल्व्ड ऑक्सीजन तो रिमूव हो गई, अब बाहर से भी कोई ऑक्सीजन उसके अंदर नहीं जानी चाहिए। सो व्हाट यू विल डू? यू विल सिंपली ऐड वेजिटेबल ऑयल अबव इट। वेजिटेबल ऑयल जैसे ही डालोगे तो पानी के ऊपर तैरेगा वो और बाहर से कोई भी ऑक्सीजन अंदर नहीं जा पाएगा। ठीक है। और तीसरी टेस्ट ट्यूब में आपको क्या करना है? तीसरी टेस्ट ट्यूब में आपको ऑक्सीजन और वाटर दोनों रखने हैं। वहां पे सिर्फ सिंपल आपको वाटर ऐड करना है। अब वाटर ऐड कर रहे हो तो उसमें ऑक्सीजन भी है, वाटर तो है ही। और तीनों की तीनों टेस्ट ट्यूब को आपको कॉर्क कर देना है, कॉर्क लगा देनी है ऊपर, ताकि उसके ऊपर रबर स्टॉपर लगाकर उसको ऐसे सील कर देना है कि बाहर से कोई कंटेंट उसके अंदर ऐड ना हो। Now you have to keep them undisturbed for 3 to 4 days. 3 से 4 दिन के लिए उसको undisturbed as it is रख दो, idle छोड़ दो। After 4 days, when you will be checking all the 3 test tubes, you will notice that the test tube 1 and 2, they are having the iron nails as it is. उसमें रस्टिंग नहीं होगी, बट इन द थर्ड टेस्ट ट्यूब they have been rusted. The iron nails have been rusted. Why this has happened? देखो, टेस्ट ट्यूब 1 में कोई मॉइस्चर और ऑक्सीजन नहीं था तो वहां पर नहीं हुआ रस्टिंग। टेस्ट ट्यूब 2 में से भी हमने मॉइस्चर कंटेंट सारा निकाल दिया था, डिसॉल्व्ड ऑक्सीजन भी निकाल दिया था और ऑयल की लेयर से बाहर से भी कुछ ऐड नहीं हो रहा था। सो इन टेस्ट ट्यूब 1 and 2 the moisture and oxygen was absent, while in the test tube 3 both the things were present. दोनों ही चीजें वहां पर प्रेजेंट थी तो वहां पर रस्टिंग हो गई। लेकिन टेस्ट ट्यूब 1 और 2 में there was no change. The iron nails were as it is. So this proves that both the oxygen and water are essential for rusting. Next and the last topic under the study is crystallization. Now what is crystallization? From the name it is clear it is related to the crystals. So what is crystallization? It is actually the process of obtaining crystals of pure substance from a saturated solution. Saturated solution कौन सा होता है? Saturated solution is the solution which has been saturated. That means that solution is not having any ability to add something more in it. Say, let me give you an example. If you are having a glass of water आप उसमें ऐड करोगे शुगर या सॉल्ट. व्हेन यू आर एडिंग शुगर और सॉल्ट इन दैट ग्लास ऑफ वाटर, धीरे धीरे आप ऐड करते रहोगे उसमें. इट विल बी मिक्स्ड. अगर आप शुगर ऐड कर रहे हो वाटर में, इट विल बी मिक्स्ड इन द वाटर. बट जैसे जैसे आप ऐड करते रहोगे, यू विल बी सीइंग दैट when you are adding more of the sugar in the water, धीरे धीरे क्या होगा, जब स्टार्टिंग में आप ऐड करना स्टार्ट करोगे तब शुगर विल गेट डिसॉल्व वेरी इजीली. बट जैसे जैसे आप ऐड करते रहोगे उसकी थिकनेस बढ़ती रहेगी, विस्कस होता रहेगा आपका वाटर, गाढ़ा होता रहता है ना वो. आफ्टर एडिंग फिर मिक्स करोगे, फिर ऐड करोगे, फिर मिक्स करोगे. एट वन पर्टिकुलर लेवल, at one particular stage, you will reach where more sugar cannot be added in that water. फिर क्या होगा, आप देखोगे अगर आप और शुगर उसमें ऐड करोगे तो उसमें ऐड करने की कोई क्वांटिटी बचेगी नहीं. शुगर के जो क्रिस्टल्स है वो नीचे बच जाएंगे. They will not be mixed in that water. That is the point of saturation. That is उस लेवल पे, उस स्टेज पर योर वाटर हैज बीन सैचुरेटेड. शुगर ऐड करने से वो शुगर सोल्यूशन जो बन गया है, दैट हैज बीन सैचुरेटेड. दैट इज व्हाई नो मोर शुगर इज एडिंग इन दैट, नो मोर शुगर इज बीइंग dissolved in that particular solution. So basically crystallization is the process of obtaining crystals. ये crystals pure substance के होते हैं और saturated solution से obtain करते हैं. This method is also used to obtain the crystals of pure salt from seawater. Everyone is aware of this fact that pure salt, whichever salt which we use to eat in our homes, जो common salt होता है, that is derived from the seawater. Seawater से obtain करते हैं उसे. लेकिन obtain कैसे करते हैं? By this method of crystallization. Crystals obtain करते हैं हम उससे. See, seawater contains large amount of salt dissolved in it. So we can definitely derive salt from that particular water. आपको पता है सी वाटर के अंदर कितना ज्यादा सॉल्ट डिसॉल्व होता है, तो सी वाटर से ही हम सॉल्ट ऑब्टेन करेंगे. लेट मी शो यू what actually crystallization is and how we obtain the salt from the sea water. See, what is crystallization? Crystallization is the process of obtaining large crystals of pure substance from a saturated solution. This method is used to obtain crystals of pure salt from the seawater. Actually, the seawater contains large amount of salt dissolved in it. So to obtain salt crystals from the seawater is actually collected in shallow pits along the sea coast, and this water is exposed to the sun and breeze, which helps in rapid evaporation of the water. The solution thus gets supersaturated, and the excess salt from the supersaturated solution crystallizes, forming a salt crust. But the salt crystals so formed may include some impurities. Hence, the salt collected from the crust is treated to obtain the pure salt, which is done by dissolving the salt in fresh water, filtering it out to separate the impurities, and then drying the water again by evaporation to obtain the crystals of pure salt. And this is how we obtain the salt for our homes. So basically, the salt is obtained by collecting the seawater in shallow pits, and those shallow pits with the seawater are exposed to the sunlight and breeze. When these pits are exposed to the sunlight and the breeze, what happens? There occurs rapid evaporation of water. That water gets heated up and the water gets evaporated. धीरे धीरे evaporation होती रहेंगी, and what will happen? The solution will be saturated. And when there will be more and more evaporation, what will happen? There will be supersaturation. The solution will get supersaturated, and the excess salt from that supersaturated solution will crystallize to form salt crust. Now, the salt crystals so obtained, they are not suitable for eating. As it is, हम उन्हें consume नहीं कर सकते. We have to purify these crystals. We have to make the crystals pure. Impurities remove करनी पड़ेगी हमें. All these crystals may include some impurities, so they have to be made pure. Now, how we will make this salt pure? The salt collected from that crust, that will be treated with the fresh water. साफ पानी बिल्कुल जो fresh river water होता है that may be used. So that salt crust that will be treated with the fresh water. We will simply dissolve the salt in the fresh water and filter it out. अब जब filtration होगी तो filtration से क्या होगा? All the impurities they will be separated out, and after that we will simply dry the water again by the evaporation to obtain the crystals of the salt. The former evaporation gives us actually the salt crystals which are not pure. They are including impurities. But the latter evaporation that is giving us the pure salt. पहले वाला जो evaporation था उससे हमें जो crystals मिलते हैं that are not suitable for eating as it is. उसके अंदर impurities हैं, but जो second time हम evaporation खुद से करते हैं that gives us the pure salt. उससे जो salt बनता है that is free from the impurities. Because we are dissolving the salt in the fresh water. Fresh water में dissolve करने के बाद जब हम filter करते हैं then the impurities separates out. And we are left behind with the crystals of pure salt, and that we use in our homes for different food items. So with this your chapter is complete. If you are having any doubt you can ask it. So see you in the next class.
Thank you and have a good day.